So hi guys, can all of you see me? Okay, so hi everyone. So over the course of the 21-day lockdown, I'm going to do 3 talks to increase your knowledge about staying healthy indoors. This is not something we as South Africans are used to, and it can actually cause a lot of problems outside of the coronavirus. So there are 4 ways that we can increase our immunity. 4 things. The main things is enough sleep, 8 hours sleep. We all know the 8-hour thing. It can actually increase your immunity. Manage your stress levels. If you have high stress levels, it takes a massive knock on your immunity. So do some meditation every day or something. And then carry on with Steve's exercise program. Exercise helps a lot, especially if you stay in a routine. Now that we all are out of our routine, it will help. And then getting the necessary nutrients. That's what the talk's about today. So I'm not going to talk about the basic multivitamins that we need, because I'm sure that all of us are on some supplementation. So it will help if you have your multivitamin in your hand, so that you can check that the things I'm talking about is in your multivitamin. So the one that I have here is the Stamina Grow. After the Langebaan triathlon, they advertised this very easily, or quite a lot. So I bought it to try it out. So there's no cure for coronavirus at this stage. So I'm just going to talk about basic things that will increase your overall immunity to combat all viruses, not just the coronavirus, to help for everything. Okay, so the first thing, there is 6 things that help for increasing your immunity. The first thing is probiotics. There's a lot of evidence that shows that probiotics, especially bifidobacterium and lactobacillus, those you will find in your normal probiotic supplement, can enhance your antiviral immune activity and the reduced occurrence of and severity and duration of viral respiratory infections. So the recommended dose for your probiotic should be more than 1 billion colony forming units, CFOs. So you will see it at the back. Normally here by the ingredients, it says what type of probiotic it is. All of them will normally supposed to have bifidobacterium and lactobacillus. Just make sure that it's more than 1 billion. So some of them is in the million. It should be more than billion to make a difference. And the one that I use is this Viridian one, which I bought at Wellness Warehouse. And then natural probiotics that you can use to increase your immunity would be things like kefir milk. So you buy kefir beans and then you make your own kefir milk, or you can make kombucha with a kombucha plant. And that's live probiotics. So it's actually better to use the live ones than to use tablet form. And then the second thing that you can do is you can drink selenium. Now selenium should be in your multivitamin. Just make sure that the quantities is enough. Selenium is a mineral, it's an antioxidant, and it also has anti-inflammatory and antiviral effects in your body. And the recommended daily dose is 55 micrograms, and the upper limit is 400 micrograms a day. So I would say during this time with the virus going around, aim for closer to 400 micrograms. So if I look at my multivitamin, they say you should drink 1 to 4 tablets. Now I've actually been taking 1 tablet because I thought I was saving money. And if I take 1 tablet, then the selenium is only 15 micrograms, so it's way under the recommended daily limit. So to add more selenium, you can have Brazil nuts. So one Brazil nut is equal to 90 microgram of selenium. So you only need to take in your supplement, and then you can add one Brazil nut, and then it will actually be the recommended daily dose. You can have 1 to 4 Brazil nuts. Just don't go over 4 Brazil nuts, because then you might go into the toxicity level. So so then you'll get your recommended daily dose. And Marjan, saving money. I try and do that. Okay, so then vitamin D, it increases your immune system and can prevent you from getting viruses. However, most people get less than the daily amount needed. Although we say we go into the sun a lot, we get our vitamin D, we always put on sunscreen and we wear long sleeves and things, so actually we don't. And at this moment, we're also indoors and things, so we don't get our vitamin D amount. You'll see that's why most people get sick during winter, because then their vitamin D count is low and then they're more susceptible to viral infections. So the recommended daily dose of vitamin D is 15 micrograms or 600 international units, IUs. So you'll also see at the back, if I take one tablet, vitamin D, it's 75 international units, which is way too low. Even if I take 4 tablets, it will still be too low. So I would suggest drink your multivitamin and go sit in the sun every day for 15 minutes to half an hour with your arms, your legs, your back and your belly exposed, because most vitamin D actually gets absorbed on your stomach. So just do it when no one's around, because it might be a little bit white at the moment because the sun, and we're all sitting indoors. And then you can also add another vitamin D supplement on top of your normal supplement. Mine is 5,000 IUs, international units. So you won't get 5,000 IUs at the pharmacy. I think you'll get up to 4,000 IUs. I think you need a doctor to prescribe more than that. But anything on top of your normal vitamin will do. Foods that high in vitamin D are fatty fish, such as salmon. You need to get 90 grams of salmon in if you want to get the recommended dose, or cod liver oil. But I wouldn't recommend eating that. It doesn't taste very nice. But 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil will give you the recommended dose of vitamin D. Okay, and then the third thing is green tea. Green tea, here's my cup of green tea. Okay, it's been proved to fight viral infections. The active polyphenol ingredient is EGCG, and you're going to need to drink about 3 cups a day as a supplement. So instead of coffee, switch to green tea. 1 in the morning, 1 for lunch, and 1 at supper, and then you can drink your coffee in between your green tea. Then the fourth thing, a very useful amino acid that has been used to treat COVID-19 in Chinese hospitals is NAC. It helps to produce antioxidants and prevent viral replication. So the recommended dose of this is 600 to 1,800 milligram, and you can buy this also at Wellness Warehouse. This Viridian brand also makes NAC. So they've been using it in China to treat COVID-19. I don't think they've used any of that in South Africa yet. Another thing is lactoferrin. The fifth thing is lactoferrin. It's a glycoprotein that prevents viruses from entering your cells and so increases your immune system. So normally it's found in cow and human milk, but especially high in colostrum. It's the first part of breast milk. So that's why some ladies think that it will increase their immune system if they drink breast milk, because there's actually something in it that can increase your immune system. You need to supplement this as you need it in very high quantities. So the recommended dose is 1.8 to 3.8 grams a day, and you need to drink this for 14 days. And you can order this through Metagenics. They make this. I don't think that normal milk will give you the amounts that you need. And then the last thing is vitamin C. So we all know about drinking of vitamin C, and normally in your multivitamin you get quite high doses of vitamin C. So this is 75 milligrams per one tablet. It also acts as an antiviral medication, and China are currently busy with 3 studies to determine its exact effectiveness and dosage against the coronavirus. They are actually administering 24 grams of IV vitamin C for 7 days. And 24 grams is more than 260 times the normal amount that, the recommended amount that we're supposed to take in. So in order to get enough vitamin C to make a difference, you will need to go for IV infusions or take liposomal vitamin C. So this is liposomal vitamin C. And this is because the amount of vitamin C absorbed in the blood decreases rapidly with higher dosage. So your body can only absorb a certain amount of vitamin C because it needs transporters. So if you take in more than that, that's when they say that your urine becomes yellow and is expensive, because you are actually losing the vitamin C that you're taking in. So liposomal vitamin C, it has liposomes attached to the vitamin, which protects the vitamin in your intestinal tract, and then it absorbs better in your bloodstream. So then it won't go into your urine. And you need to take 1,000 milligrams 3 times a day, so morning, lunch, afternoon. So 1,000 milligrams would be 1 tablespoon of this. So 1,000 milligrams in the morning for lunch, and then again for supper. This stuff doesn't taste very nice, just be aware of that. But if it protects you, it's good to drink. So do you guys have any questions? The main things, I talked about the main things that will protect you against the virus, which is the probiotics, the selenium, vitamin D, the green tea, NAC, which is an amino acid, and lactoferrin, which is in milk. And then the vitamin C, which you need in very, very high amounts. So someone is asking if vitamins expires. Yes, vitamins do expire. They expire because they get exposed to oxygen, and so for instance, vitamin C, it's an antioxidant. If you attach oxygen to this, then it's not an antioxidant anymore, because then it oxidizes. So you always need to keep your vitamins airtight so that they don't get exposed to oxygen and out of the sunlight. Someone's asking if green tea helps weight loss. I wonder who that someone is. Yes, green tea does help with weight loss because it's also caffeine, so it's a stimulant. It's a natural stimulant though, so it lasts for a longer period. You won't feel that spike as you do with coffee. And green tea also have a lot of extra benefits, such as it protects you against cancer and all kinds of diseases. So it's good to drink green tea on an everyday basis. The best way to get vitamin C naturally, like your fruits, oranges and guavas, is actually very high in vitamin C. And then Everflu C effective, it has zinc and vitamin C. Yes, it is effective, but like I said, the more vitamin C you take in, the more expensive your urine will become. So if you have it, drink it, obviously. But just be aware that your body can only absorb up to a certain amount. So maybe even if you drink that, drink it in the morning and again for lunch and supper, so that you don't take a lot at one time. Yes, I can share the list and I normally talk about the DRI, daily recommended intake amounts. I'll share those things. But then I'll share the daily recommended intake and then the maximum amount. So aim closer to the maximum amounts for now, just while the virus is going around. Okay, and then have a nice lunch break, but I'll see you again next week. I'll do another talk. And that one I'll be focusing on keeping the weight down during lockdown, because we all know that we eat a little bit more at home than at the office. So thanks so much. See you next time. Bye bye.